K Art, and I am here after doing several test tiles to find a new palette for a Deconstructed Bloom I want to do today on this 10 by 20 canvas. So over the last few days I've been playing around, and I came up with this tile the other day that I really liked in the moment, and then after it dried I thought to myself, it really needs a little more vibrancy. So then I started playing around with adding colors, and so I tried to figure out what color I wanted to make more, to vibrant it up, and I ended up adding red. But after this dry, I wasn't really thrilled about this in particular, so I'm thinking I'm going to do a hybrid between these two. I've got all the same colors I had in this one, and I'm adding Arteza's Bordeaux red as well, and I'm adding also some Nicolazo gold. So I'm going to do a hybrid between these two. I have not done a test tile on this new color palette, but I'm going to see what happens. So I've got my 24 karat gold, my Arteza's Bordeaux red, I've got my violet mixture with Amsterdam's mortem violet. I've got this peach Dahlia from Prism Colorarte, my Nicolazo gold from Glidden. This is Tuscan Sun from Colorarte. And the last but not least is a mixture of colors here. I've got Fandango from Colorarte, and that color seemed to disappear, so then I added some golden Titan green pale, which dulled it down too much, so then I added some Arteza's pistachio. So that's what I've got here. So we're gonna see what we get. The green still disappeared, but I think the green is still adding dimension to it, so I'm bringing it back into the lineup. So that's my lineup for today. I've got white and black cell activator I'm going to use in that order, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to use my PPG Bloom pillow. Okay, and then we're going to get started. All right, so I got my my pillow, my base laid down. So let me go ahead and start laying my colors. And in my usual way, I like to start in the middle. So there's my gold. And Bordeaux. I'm gonna only put a little bit of this on, because I don't want this to go crazy. That's it. I don't want it to be the star, but I do want it to be present. My violet. Wipe them off. My peach. And this color has had a tendency to disappear, so I'm gonna lay a little more of this down. And this is the Prism pour that my husband got me for Christmas. So after about 60 tiles in the past couple weeks, I feel like I've earned the right to break into the, I guess, the better paints, or the, what should be the better paints? Here's my usual Nicolazo gold. My Tuscan Sun. like my paint should be spreading out more. Okay, in my combo green, and I do like to work quickly on a deconstructed bloom because I am just always nervous about the paints getting dry, especially the pillow. The nice thing is today it's not so hot, so I've got the environment playing in my favor, which is nice. Okay. Haven't even mixed these up. I need to stir these bad boys. Okay. Here's the black. I'm gonna lay down the white first. Pull out my little surprise white. My heart is starting to race. Whew. Black. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Okay. Let's give this middle a little encouragement. Okay, next one. I don't want to take too much time. And there's just the right amount of red, I think. Just a little bit of red, just a hint. And I want this to be soft. Soft and lovely. Peach Dahlia, which I'm glad I put as much down as I did, because see what I'm saying? It's really nice today in here. Nice temperature. It's overcast. Good temperature. Makes a big difference, believe me. Nice breeze blowing. Really nice day. And my green mixture, which look at the green. It's hardly showing up. Apparently I need to do a special invitation to the green. Okay, oops. I guess the invitation has been taken. I accepted it. wanted to blow out the middle one really, really wide to minimize the amount of stretching. White. That's a good shovel full of black. And a little extra. Oh, I hate when I do that. Here we go. I'm cool and high. All right, again, just a little bit of red. Just look how much it's playing up there. Just a little. Even that might have been too much, especially with that little splooch. Splooch. Very violet. Off. All right, peach dahlia. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. It looks really good. Now again, with the peach. Really want to play this color. I'm gonna lay down a little extra, like I've been. And I'm trying to find what the opacity is on the Prism pores. Okay, some Tuscan Sun. And green. And I cannot believe I did not fill my water bucket up. I'm going to need that. All right. White. Black. And low heat, cool. Stop. Stop. Okay. So I'm going to double time through this next part where I'm just laying the pillow paint up to the edges of the canvas so that when I tilt this painting out, it has a place to flow to. And as I'm doing this, I'm just pointing out to just be careful. Don't get sloppy like sometimes I do. And I'm kicking myself because I'm thinking, man, I don't know why I haven't thought to put some pillow paint in a squeeze bottle that I can just squeeze around the edges and avoid all this and save myself some time and trouble. So just a thought for the future, possibly. Word of the wise, be careful, don't drip, don't be in a hurry, but do take your time to make sure you get the whole canvas covered so that the paint can flow. All right, let's give this a couple blows. Oh, there's color under there. Okay, so now that I've reached the point where I'm ready to tilt, I'm going to double time the speed, but make sure that you notice that I'm actually going very methodically slowly as I'm tilting. The first thing I do is when I pick up the canvas, I try to see which way the paint wants to go, and whatever side seems to be heavier is the side I want to lean to first to help get most of the paint off. So the paint kind of helps guide which direction to go in, but you also want to make sure to keep an eye on the composition as you're tilting, making sure that you do reach every side and every corner, and all the while going very slowly and very methodically, keeping an eye on the blooms, making sure you're not totally decompressing them or compressing them. And you just take your time and watch. It's kind of cool. All right, I'll be quiet right now and let you watch. So one thing that's catching my eye in here is where that splooch of black cell activator landed on the one end bloom, where it's leaving a bunch of cells but no color underneath. And I'm trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to get this off. hand through this part where I'm valiantly trying to get rid of that black splooch off of the side nearest me, but to no avail. I don't think it's possible. I have hope, but hope's not going to get it done. And the other thing I point out in this section is while I am focusing on the one thing I don't like, I am aware of a lot of great areas, especially that bloom on the right side of this video, on my left hand, is really, really pretty. Now that I'm realizing that I've tilted so far toward me, I realize I got to get this thing back because the top, the left, your left bloom, my right bloom, is falling off the edge, including the center one. So I got to bring it back. And now I realize I'm stretching out that black splooch even more. It's like, oh my God, how do I get out of this? Well, anyway, it's all fun. So at this point, I pick up the palette knife. And you know the old adage, if you can't beat them, join them? That's exactly what I'm adopting here. You know what? Embrace that cell activator that is in the wrong place, and let's try to make it look like it belonged there in the first place. So I'm just playing around, stretching out some of the colors, running the knife through to play up the black a little bit. So I do some toying around in here, and it makes it better. And a small piece of advice here is that while we can get so focused on the one thing we don't like, it's very, very smart to step back and just take a look at the whole thing, see how it all works together, and find all the good things in there too, and see, you know, can they be improved upon as well? But don't get wrapped up in one area, which is what I seem to be doing during this whole video. But I can give advice, even though I might not follow my own advice. You know, maybe if I say it enough times, I'll believe it myself. We'll see. Okay, well, I think it's as much as I'm going to do. I'm really disappointed about that, but it's pretty neat. Let me see if I can pick this up without making a mess. So, that's where we are. See, overall, that's a win. I love the colors. The colors are nice. This will forever bother me. Even trying to play it off. So thanks again, everybody, for stopping by and taking a look. Hopefully you learned a little something. I again did. And take care.